What's up, YouTube? It's Curtis. Take a look at your life, coach. And I went skydiving. Can you believe that? I mean, who doesn't want to know what it's like to skydive? I know I ain't been active on this page, but I'm living life. I don't want to feel like I gotta force content when I'm in a creative mode. And when I feel like I want to put something out, it kind of calls me back. So around mid-February, I was looking for things to do for my 31st birthday. I wanted to do something significant. And I noticed San Diego had skydiving. Every time I've been to San Diego, I've never been disappointed. And this third time really was like full circle for me. So I wrote down a list of what I feel skydiving will represent for this next chapter in my life. And that was to stop overthinking, trusting my first mind, making the first move, releasing the idea of fear, and trusting my intuition. So I pull up to the skydiving and it's dope. I already see like airplanes taking off. The atmosphere is just already rocking. It's already encapsulating what skydiving is. So I go and fill out the waiver, and the waiver is a trip because it's like 10 to 15 pages of, you just waiving your rights to skydive.
Okay. All right.
But if you someone that second guesses stuff and then you're like, oh, why am I here? It's going to be a process that you got to get comfortable with because things move fast, but they do educate you. They do make sure you're safe and secure. This is not something that you are just walking into blindly. One of the biggest things that I wanted to know, how many times this person has jumped, and I want to be able to trust them that this person is a professional and they know what they're doing. So as I finish with the waiver, I go check out, then I go meet up with the person I'm about to do a tandem skydive with. So to walk up to the plane is not intimidating, but it's just like interesting. But that's one of the things that I love most about this moment. Like, I wasn't fearful. So one half of myself was telling me you should be fearful, but my mind was telling me like, there's no fear at all. This is something that's about to be an experience. When I stepped into the moment, I never stepped out of it. But when I feel something intuitively calling my soul, I feel like that's a sign for me to do it. I feel like I had the idea of fear, like, oh, I'll be up high on this airplane, just going to lose my mind when I jump out of the plane. It's just all of these irrational thoughts going on. So all of that irrational fear, I just let it go. To be this high up and to be free falling and seeing the world and the horizon this way is such a trippy perspective, but it was super dope. So after 15 to 20 seconds of taking everything in, I just got all of this wind rushing in my face and I'm just trying to breathe. And it's funny because once I realized all of the wind was hitting my face, that's when my focus shifted to trying to breathe. But outside of that, it was a dope view. Word of advice, breathe in your nose and close your mouth. It'll make for an overall better experience, but it's also best to do and train yourself how to breathe properly through your nose. One thing about me, I am not a fan of roller coasters. So that was one thing when I was watching skydive videos, how would that initial feeling feel? For me, it was a gut feeling initially, but it went away immediately. And it's just like you're floating in the air. So overall, I would rate my skydiving experience probably a 9.8 out of 10. It was something that was mentally stimulating for me. I wouldn't do it again, but I think one time was enough for me to just feel that rush. To not only jump out of a plane, but to feel alive jumping out of a plane. Safely, of course. So how can I possibly expect great things to happen in my life when I'm not even operating in my greatest self? I know when I take a look at my life, I'm going to be proud of it, man, because I show up front and center for everything I want, whether that's experiencing great things, having great people in my life, and overall, just having those great moments. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace and love. And I'll catch y'all on the next one.